Hey, good morning, folks. Patrick Berge here. Uh, you know, I'd been waiting in Austin, Texas, while Millie and Gavin finished the documentary to meet with and be able to speak and meet to Alex Jones before heading back to Florida. And so I'm pretty much thinking this is a waste of time being here in Austin any further. Gavin tells me always not to read stuff into this, but what I saw with Alex Jones yesterday was pretty kind of disappointing. One of his reporters, one of his colleagues, although they are subcontractors, I don't know if you saw the same thing as I did, but it seemed like he was pretty much in cover your ass mode the whole time. And that's the last thing I expected to see from Alex Jones. And, my correspondence with his people have been largely to question if it even was related to it. Now, 3 people, a team of 3 journalists getting ready to upload, or that just literally within minutes of uploading a documentary that's pretty damning to the deep state and not a joke. I mean, this has been a thing I've worked on since 2015, before most of you guys even understood or knew what the hell Russian collusion was, or fake news or fake personas was. I've been trying to fix this problem. I've been trying to let our government know that the people I worked for broke the law, violated national security, and had me removed when I tried to protect it, which was my job. If you're a taxpayer in the U.S., you were literally paying me to do that, so you would think that you would have some concern by that, but that's not always the case. So, today, I'm going to head out, and this is going to freaking be a hard, long ride, but I'm going to head out and try to make it to Ohio on my Harley by Monday, if I can. Now, it's 20 hours worth of driving, and that doesn't include, it's a 20-hour drive, and that doesn't include stops. Every hour or so on the bike, you gotta frickin' stop and shake things out a little bit, right? So, we're talking, it's gonna be a hell of a run. Not something I was planning, but I'm gonna try to be there by Monday, if possible, maybe Tuesday at the latest. That way I can have the bike, the Mobile ShadowNet Mobile, to where I can have all my equipment and keep on this, because right now a mother is in jail, separated from her family, separated from her children, something Democrats were all about, and she's in jail for some bullshit. If you believe that the 3 members of the 3 journalists that were doing this documentary exposing the deep state were coincidentally picked up minutes after they uploaded the video. And keep in mind, they weren't planning to upload the video yesterday. They weren't planning to be done with it until Monday. And so I think that this was a preemptive action. From what I've heard, and I can't verify it, this was something that they've been sitting on since April. And it makes no sense. And the timing of it, if you don't suspect the timing, hell, if Alex Jones, the biggest fucking conspiracy theorist on the planet, doesn't see this as an issue, well, he's fucking as dirty as I thought he was. Gavin and Millie assured me that he wasn't, that he was a straight up guy. We were concerned about people possibly around him, but they said he was a straight up guy. Infowars was going to do the right thing with this. And something I didn't mention yesterday is that as I was, I think I might have mentioned it on Infowars, but as I'm sitting there talking to Gavin, Gavin's telling me that someone was going to be interviewing President Trump on Monday that was going to ask him about Shadowgate. And I said, they aren't going to let that happen. I said, mainstream media ain't going to let that happen. Press corps isn't going to let that happen, which I find disgusting. And I said, should you guys be able to get even that close, there's going to be another ship that blows up in Beirut or somewhere as a distraction, because there ain't no way. And he's like, no, we're gonna, this is gonna happen. Nothing's gonna stop this. And literally, I'm on the phone with him. He's saying that as the police are rolling in. Man, we can't let this. This is like absolutely astounding, right? It has not. You cannot tell me, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist type person. Everything I deal with, I kind of stick as best as I can to it relating directly to my original 2015 IG complaint, right? This isn't about me. I'm a hugely flawed individual. This is about finding the truth and following the facts and finding the truth wherever those facts lead you. Those facts led me to Infowars, Alex Jones. Not because of Alex Jones, but because of Roger Stone, who was a partner of General Jones in Dynology at the time I was releasing the ShadowNet, making it commercially available. Most of my time, 7+ years of my 8 years with them, I spent overseas, so I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know who they were selling it to or what was going on. That's up to law enforcement and American people to decide whether or not they want to look into that. All I'm doing is telling you the truth. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to be taking off on the bike here pretty quick. Instead of enjoying a relaxing weekend with a friend that I was planning on doing, and then we were going to release this on Monday, and I was planning at that point probably to do some interviews and stuff. That all changed when I was talking on the phone with Gavin, and law enforcement pulled up into their driveway on a farm in the middle of Ohio, and arrested them. 3 people. Millie, her brother, and Gavin. 3 people. 3 of the 4 people that worked on the project, and the 4th person wasn't even there. They probably would have arrested him too. I personally witnessed on the phone the law enforcement person telling Gavin that he was the only one they had a warrant for. So what happened all of a sudden for them to need to call in more cars to bring more people in? This is shifty and shady as shit, people. And our freedom of the press is guaranteed. Freedom of the press is guaranteed by our Constitution. It should be protected by our government. Our government needs to step up, because what's happening here right now just smells bad as shit. And to all those cowards out there, coward journalists, Dan Bongino, Sara Carter, Judge Pirro, the list is way too long for me to list. I mean, literally in the hundreds, people that knew my story and for whatever reason chose not to investigate or report it, or even refer it to someone else that might investigate it or report it. They either A, were too much afraid, they were fucking cowards, or B, they just, I'll just get paid off for this and shut the hell up. I kind of think most of them were B. We'll figure all that out maybe later. If you guys care enough about this, if you're smart enough not to make this about my dumb ass, and to make this about just finding out the truth, then our country's going to be a lot better off for it. If you don't, then our country's going to get everything it's got coming to it. Bongino and Pirro and Carter, they will go down as traitors. Traitors to the Constitution, traitors to the First Amendment, traitors to the freedom of press. It makes me sick. Prove me wrong. Bergie out.